Hey guys, welcome back. Joe here again, scalefreak.com, coming to bring you another product install and update and product review on our Project JK here. For this one here, we are going again with Night Customs on another part on this rig. What is it? Oh, it's right there. If you take a look inside there, you will see this thing has the awesome Night Customs front and rear. You see them on there. Fender walls, or inner fender walls. So I take the shell off here. You can see I've got the fronts mounted to the actual kit itself. And then, of course, on the shell, they are on the back. What a neat product. You've got to check this thing out. Watch the video. You'll see how they come, how they install, and my thoughts on them. Check it out, guys. So first we start with the packaging itself. Now again, these are coming from Shapeways, and again, I do want to remind you guys, if you are in Europe, you don't have to worry about the extra shipping, the extra time, because there's actually a Shapeways production facility in Europe, so it'll come directly from there. If you're in North America, same thing. There is a Shapeways facility in North America, so that will come from there. So you don't have the extra time, the extra weight, the extra taxes, stuff like that, all the extra international shipping. So packaging itself, it just came in a simple box. Of course, they do have the bags. These are the front fenders. These are the rear fenders. When you look on the website, they are actually two different parts. So make sure that you're getting the right ones. In order to get the full set, you need to order the front and the back. Now, I'll show you these things because I really like them, actually. Let me show you first. So I'll pull out the fronts here. Basically, they are really well done. So if you take a look, you can see that there is some texture. There is some little folds to them. Everything just looks phenomenal. And the neat thing is they are still they're built nice. Like, they're a nice quality part. They are still pliable. So if something does rub against them, it has a little bit of give to it and a little bit of pliability to it. And of course, if you have a custom setup and you need to do some trimming, you can do that as well. And I'm telling you, the front, actually the rears too, super easy to install. So here, I'll just pull the rears out here. Again, same idea. It's got a little bit of a realistic look to it. Strength, everything. Again, it's all just set up really well done. Now the installation itself, let me just pull the body off here. You'll notice here, just for purposes, I've actually got the whole internals out of this thing. Not that I had to do that for installation. I want to be very clear on that. I was just doing a conversion, bringing this thing back to a stock setup for some future plans for this kit. And actually, I have to replace this part right here before I can move forward at all. So I have not had the opportunity to really put anything back yet. So the installation here, you're going to get these parts in the kit. Or in the bag. The only thing you really need to do is get yourself a couple screws per side. So with the front, basically really easy. You're just going to set it on the inside of the shock tower, just like that. See, that's easy enough. Grab yourself your hex. This is a 2.0. This one here, one of my older tools, it's a 2.0 ball tip. See the end of that little guy there? The reason being is because you can actually take it at an angle. Not necessary, but it helped when I was getting the second one on, so I'm using it. It's not a tool that everyone really has, and these Proline tools have been, this specific set has been discontinued for a long time, so I'm not even sure if you can get them anymore, but I'm sure that there will be other brands that make the ball tip that you can get. So again, look at that. Look, already that part is installed. Just like that, guys. It's already contoured correctly to sit on top of the chassis. It's also contoured correctly to fit other Shapeways parts that you may fit in there. Like, you'll look at the front up here, the way that this is kind of set up, this will also fit the grille, make sure the headlight buckets and stuff like that all fit in there correctly. This is contoured to the chassis and the frame, so it comes down right nice and tight on there, so it doesn't give you a massive gap. And then, of course, you can still put your body post in there. Absolutely no problem getting that done. So again, I'll throw this one on here just to kind of finish off the look on each side. This is where the ball driver comes in handy because I can actually take it at an angle. A straight driver would work as well, but you kind of have to push down on this side here, which I didn't really want to do. So if you have the tool, use the tool. You don't even need super long screws. It's just screwing into the back side of the shock tower. So say, for example, you've got the 3 screw holes for shock adjustment. I typically use the middle hole for my shock placement. So of course my front and the back hole are available to use, which is what I'm using right now. So I've got that in, 4 screws and only a couple minutes, even while filming, and that is an install for that part. So I'd have to give this thing out of a rating between 1 and 10. That was a 1. That was a very easy part to install, and now I've got both of those fenders on there. Now for the rear, again, it's another really simple part of the install. Now you'll notice on the rear of this here, you have all of these little screw holes, which are conveniently the same positioning as all of these little screw holes. So while the fronts screw to the chassis itself, the rears screw to the body. So this one here is going to take me a few minutes because I actually need to get these screwed out. You don't need to watch me do all that. Just grab yourself your 1.5 and start hammering away to get them out. Give me 1 second, I'll bring it back. I have one of the fender walls off here, and again, the point of this is just to kind of show you, of course, you've got the holes that you already had in your JK, and of course, you've got your little fender, and then you kind of got your inner, whatever you want to call it, just basically so it doesn't pull the screws through the shell, keeps everything held well. Now, conveniently enough, like I said, you make sure you pick the right side. These holes will all completely line up with the system, just like this, and of course, leave this plastic thing on the outside, so that it will actually, it won't pull the screws through, and it gives it some nice structure on the back. Of course, again, because you're screwing it back into this guy here, right? And all of these holes will line up, in theory, with the holes that you have already screwed into there. So just make sure that you've marked those correctly when you originally installed them on your kit. And of course, all you're doing, really, again, at this point, just feeding it through the hole, grabbing the fender on the outside, and screwing it in. Now the difference in the thickness of the material is almost, it's a couple, maybe a thick slice of paper thin is basically what it is. So you're not really having to go through and worry about adding a longer screw. There will still be enough meat in that screw to catch hold of the part that you need. So you don't necessarily have to worry about that. You will still have exactly what you need to go through and not jeopardize the structure of the shell or the fender wall. 1 second here. So I'm just going to screw a couple of them in right now while I'm filming, just to kind of show you what it's going to look like, and then I'll go back and finish it all, put them all back in correctly. So there you go. The kind of idea is what you're looking at with that. So what I will do is, again, once I pause the camera, I'll go through and put the rest of these screws in. You don't need to see the back of my hands. And that's pretty much, once I got it done, what you're going to see from the side is the inside of this. Super easy to do. 5 screws on each side. And then the front is 2 screws on each side. And the fenders, man, they're installed. So give me 1 second, guys. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna finish this up off camera. 1 moment. With both of the fenders installed on the rear, you can see what it looks like. Again, they are attached to the back. And again, it's a nice fit. It adds a nice look. I can go through here later and I can trim out all this red if I wanted to. I may actually do that. It's a little bit of excess. I just want to leave a bit. I might even just paint it because I kind of want a little bit of excess to make sure the screws don't pull through. But basically what it's going to look like. Now, please note, I do not have the body mounts on this kit right now. I have not installed them yet, but I'll do my best to show you. If I just kind of line this up here, get it kind of where it would be about sitting. So if you take a look at the rear, you can see in there how you have the wheel well and the tire. It does not rub, which is excellent. And then on the front as well, you can see how it all sits on the chassis. Kind of see it in there. It's all wheel well. The shock and stuff goes around it, which is phenomenal. And it also does not rub. Again, this body is not set up 100% right now. It'd probably be about there when it's done. About there. So you will not get rub. And then when you turn, you will not get rub as well. So it actually is full clearance of the tire. Looks phenomenal. And if you take a look up in the front here, it's fitting exactly where that front grille would be. I just have to adjust the bumper. I have to make sure the body is mounted where I want to have it. And again, that's the size that you're going to get for the rear and for the front. And as you can see here, it fits perfect. Let's see if I can get you a good angle. It fits. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to remove the tires. All right, so I got those Pitbull Mad Beasts off. Now you can kind of check to see exactly how everything does look. Again, the body is not 100% lined up. You can kind of see on the back here how everything fits in the back with the wheel wells and the shock clearance. Now, hold on. Make sure this bumper isn't just annihilating the rear end. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now you can see exactly kind of how the rear end's going to be after I get the bumpers adjusted. Everything, again, it's going to clear. You're not going to make any contact. And from the side, it just looks like a nicer view once you get everything installed there. Now, on the front, again, let me just flip this kit over. Once I get the body lined up correctly, you are going to see, you can see from the side to side, even though this mounts to the chassis, you can see that it lines up really, really well with the fenders of the JK. It just sits just inside those plastic guides there, and it meets up to the back of the front, the evil eye grill, or the angry eye grill that I have on here from Knight Customs as well. And again, like I said, with turning and everything like that, it does not rub on the inner fender walls. And from the side, if I just line that up as best I can, given that I'm holding it, it does give it a really nice look on the inside of the fender. Keeps things nice and clean and will keep a lot of things from getting inside your shell. So, oh my God, it looks phenomenal. I really, really like what this is. Again, this product is absolutely amazing. I think the design of it looks phenomenal. There's that grill as well. I love that grill. All this Knight Custom stuff that I have so far has been absolutely phenomenal, and please, I highly encourage you to go check out his products. The guy's name is James Knight. He's a really nice guy if you ever get a chance to talk to him, and the products on his Knight Customs page over at Shapeways is absolutely amazing. So please, please, guys, go check it out. Of course, I've got the links down in the comments field below so you can go see what he's got going on and maybe grab a couple things for your Axial Rubicon JK, or even some of the new parts that he has for the G6. And don't stop there. He's got actually a bunch of other stuff on his site as well for non-axial and kind of some universal stuff as well. So go check out to see what he has. I think the prices are actually, I don't know, in my opinion, I think maybe they're even a little low for what you're getting, because I think that the product design is absolutely amazing. And I know you can't see it in this video, but the product quality is also absolutely amazing. So guys, please go check it out. That's the end of this video. I'm just putting these tires back in. I'm going to go inside and get an edit done. And I really appreciate you guys checking out the video. So as always, guys, thank you very, very much for watching the video. Thanks for helping out. If you can, please just make sure you click that like button down there, and then click the subscribe button up on top if you have not already. If you have, thank you very much. You are the reason why I continue to do this. And of course, please comment below if you've had an opportunity to go check out some of the Knight Customs products yet, and what your thoughts are on them. You know, maybe James will be in the comments field checking it out. But don't stop there. Head over to the Knight Customs Facebook page and leave him some comments. Let him know how you feel about his product and what you would like to see if there's something maybe he doesn't make already yet. And of course, guys, please pass this around your community. I don't really post this in a lot of places these days, so if you've got some friends or some family or some more RC guys who you think would really benefit from what you see on this video, please send it out. I really, really appreciate it. So guys, thank you very much. Have a great night.